Yeah.
So actually, I quite enjoyed it, and I think I programmed more than I did in the years before that.
Nice.
So I can really also recommend to try that. So give one or more trainings. Most of the time, I would advise if you try something, don't try it once, but try it a couple of times. The first time often is a bit of a challenge. You're really nervous for it.
Yeah.
In the end, most of the time, the attendees are still happy with it. But for yourself, it's the first time is always a bit of a challenge. So if you do it a couple of times, you can see if you like it, and maybe do it full time or do it next to your job. It depends a bit on your possibilities. And again, if you have a bit of a big company where they both do consultancy or internal projects and they do a bit of courses, then it's easy to do both things at the same time.
Yeah.
And that, I quite like that. And later I did more like software architecture and from when I think I was lead developer, I indeed did conference talks and I wrote articles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it was quite a small part of my job. Eventually I did partly that and partly as a technical evangelist. So I officially got some time from the company to spend on it. I think back then it was like 2 days a week or something like that. So I could speak at conferences and write articles and do other things. And I led the community for Java developers in that consultancy company for a while as well.
Yeah.
So I did both a bit to the outside world and also to the inside. Basically making sure that we had interesting trainings to do and training curriculums for new starters, help with marketing, with booths at conferences and stuff like that. So there are a lot of ways that you can do, and some involve a bit more coding and some involve a bit less coding.